We're live. It's a fun rotation in turf. It's black belly and kelp. And I've decided that I want to play Sanic Zimi. This is like some ancient top tier right here. Nothing but swim speed and run speed. No ink resist. No like extra sub saver. No nothing. Just that's all we're doing. Just run and swim and nothing else. And this should be pretty good. This should be pretty fun. We're gonna go Zimi. We're gonna run around and shoot stuff. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, I'm at that point where there's no milk in the house, so I'm too lazy to get some, so I have to use whipped cream for my coffee. That's alright. It ain't bad. So yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I asked people on my server to use reactions to vote for something, and of course they just spelled like a bunch of curse words and didn't vote. Move it up a little bit. Move you up a little bit. There we go. Cool. Alright, so starting up with kelp. Going to go be an obnoxious bastard. Nice little opening there. I remember the first time I fought a Sanic Tech, like in like September, when someone finally got that perfect gear, and it was like ridiculous. Like we did not know how to fight it. That guy went like 20-4 or something like that. It was black belly on top of everything, and he was just everywhere, and it was so funny. I was dying. He's zipping around. Everybody's like you Japanese Tech, bro, rah, rah. I'm just watching this guy fly everywhere. This is like when everybody stood still to shoot, and like nobody swim strafed, and nobody was used to shooting anything fast. And that Tenatech was insane. Where the heck is this roller at? This roller is in our base. Let's go intercept him. Wait, which base am I even in? What the heck's happening? Where am I? I don't know what's going on right now. What is this lobby? Is this our base? What the heck is the enemy? What is going on? This has got to be obnoxious as shit to fight. Like, seriously, where is the enemy? What is this? I'm gonna leave this lobby because I don't know what just happened. That was something, all right. What's the ranked rotation anyway? They're all level 50s. They all were there. They all painted. No one DC'd. I don't know what that was. But it happened. What is it? Moray and anchovy. That's not a good look for this build. I could do something with stealth jump and swim speed and stuff, but nah. I'm gonna stick to this rotation. This was way more fun. So hope you get a good lobby. So yeah, I made an update video about it, but I should probably talk about it here anyway. More or less, I'm gonna have a new schedule now. I got the new job, and I work for my university and stuff. And we're doing summer hours now, which means that I get Fridays off, which is awesome. Because, you know, I work for a school, Friday hours off. But I also have to go in earlier, so coffee streams in the morning are going to stop for a while, at least until Splatoon 2 comes out. At which point, I'll be moving into a new apartment, and it'll be closer to my job, and I'll be able to save some time. Oh boy. Save some time not having to drive to work as far. And I'll be able to do some streams then. And I'll also want to do Splat 2 streams. But for now, I'm not going to do any more morning streams on weekdays. I'm going to try to do it on weekends and stuff. And what I'm going to do to replace the morning streams is I want to do commentary practice recordings. And then I'll upload that stuff on weekday mornings, because I don't really like doing the commentary practice stuff live. I don't know, it isn't the same as tournaments. It's something different. It's like awkward. I gotta like fill in time when I'm just sitting there trying to practice and stuff. And I'd rather just do that privately, and then take the stuff I like and upload it later for you guys. So hopefully that'll be the same, close enough to the flavor of the morning streams that you guys like, for me to continue doing that. And then I'll be able to do, you know, like scrims and tournaments and stuff on the weekends, all the normal stuff, as we've been doing. And just try to have some more coffee stuff on the weekdays. So there's that, just in case you missed the update video. I'm putting them both up on YouTube and Twitch, so oh boy. Oh boy. And I'm fighting a bunch of brushes. Yay. Also surprised I'm getting like no viewers right now. I'm assuming that there might be something going on. Something fun. I know it's not Coliseum, so maybe no one's in the Coliseum because there's a tournament going on that I don't know about. I'm like completely out of the loop right now. So that guy could have still killed me. How's it feel to get hit by bullshit? I just appeared. Brush go. He's around somewhere. Oh boy. Yeah, what's going on? Wait, what? Oh. Wait, did I spell that wrong? No. Okay. All right. Good. I was gonna say, what is that? Oh, that was a weird lobby. No, coffee with Hitzel. It's coffee with Hitzel. It's funny. That's an okay lobby. We'll stick there. We'll stay there. My stomach has been like bothering me the last like couple days. Let's actually take a look and see who else is streaming right now. Curious. Oh no, there is some Squid Coliseum stuff going on. This is weird. I don't know. This is not a lot of people watching. Is there anyone in the Coliseum? There's 2 people just chilling there. I guess they're just twinning. They're not actually doing the Coliseum. But, okay. So I'm going to do a slightly different opening. No, I'm not. Damn it. These guys stole my ink. Whatever. I can still do something. That works out. Goodbye. I think those guys traded. Not coming back? This junior's got to be somewhere. Guess he's not coming back. That was weird. I mean, I don't know. Guy likes to be around there. Yeah, Sanic Zimi's fun as shit. When I first started learning it, this is pretty much what I started with. Oh boy, oh boy. And Sanic Zimi's super fun. I think it's good. I think it's actually, well, if you're gonna go Sanic Zimi, I think that the actual optimal way to do it is to go with ink resist and pure swim speed, and then the like the main and 5 subs of run speed and the sub saver. I think that's the best way to go Sanic Zimi. What the fuck was that? Alright, these lobbies are very weird. And we just did that with like a gold aerospray and shit, so I don't know what's up with that. Ah, man. Yeah, I don't have explanations for this. for why these lobbies are so weird. We'll give this one more try. Hopefully the bad players dip out the lobby. Still got Polo over here. Polo holding it down with the level 45. Yep. I was gonna do commentary on Supernova Turbo yesterday, because the only tournament I ever won was the first Supernova Turbo. And I kind of wanted to... Alright, so the Aerospray is on the other team this time. So we're going to go with the standard Turf War opening of pretending that there's still a perch. That guy's out of ink. Yeah, that guy likes to jump out. But yeah, I was going to commentate it because I wanted to play with the original team that we won it with, but everybody couldn't play, so I was going to commentate, and then I got asked to play in a pickup. And that was actually fun. That was some of the most fun I've had with Splatoon in a little bit. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That was the most fun I've had in turf in tournament, and just in Splatoon a little bit. I haven't been playing competitively for the last like month since my team broke up, and I've played in like one sort of pickup scrim. It wasn't even a pickup scrim. It was just a try-hard lobby. Yeah, I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. Of course I'm going to check there. Like, I'm just going to put bullets down that hallway first thing if that's where he ink strike. Ooh. This guy got behind me. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. My aim sucked. I think my decision making was good. I played really stable. Held it down. We lost to Hanran. It wasn't the it wasn't like the, I don't know, it wasn't like the most significant loss ever. We played pretty well. Both games were, it was a 2-0. Both games were pretty close. And yeah, I don't know, we just didn't quite have as good of pushes as they did. Port Mackerel game, we held them off. We got some like little pushes in. They got like one like slightly better push than us. Like we were kind of on the defensive for the Port game for the most part, but it was a little close, even though we were always on the defensive, just because they never actually pushed. Yeah, I don't like to really play solo queue. I don't find solo queue enjoyable, and I've been trying to take it easy lately because I've been playing more solo queue because I haven't been with a competitive team, and it's just not fun. Like, I don't want Splatoon to be not fun. Guy's not getting away. But yeah, turf I just like to run around and shoot stuff. There's no objective. You don't need to try that hard. The best turf war lobbies are the one where it's like you and one other person that's good. And you guys have like 3 crappy teammates each, and it's just like a one-on-one where you both have 3 distractions. Those are the best turf war lobbies. That or the ones where you just run around and shoot stuff. The problem is sometimes when you're like too good, like the enemy team never gets out of their base. It's just boring. But oh, that one's pretty fun. But yeah, playing the tournament was fun. My aim was really crappy. The match with Hanran was fun. I got to do some cool stuff. I played Zimi every game. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get in that lobby. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to start playing a little bit more competitively. Oh, sorry, I got a ping here. Let me answer this. Yeah, I'm gonna be at SNS. I was just answering a ping about SNS. So pretty much like I'm going to SNS, and I have no idea what their comp was. We're going to SNS, and that was weird. We're going to SNS, and I'm gonna the team comp that we want to have is Pixel, Tic Tac, myself, and probably Mario. But Pixel or Tic Tac might not be able to come, which would be pretty unfortunate because that's like our sniper and like a really solid slayer. Oh boy. And having to replace him with like a random would really hamper the team a lot. I'm a little bit sad about SNS because both of the previous lands I've had a team established, and we've been able to like get a lot of practice in, and you know, like I had like my actual team going and stuff, and we've been able to do well. This is the one that has like actually has prize money, and I don't have a team. I don't have any practice. We're probably gonna barely practice, like because like Tic Tac can't really play right now. He doesn't even know if he can come. And it's just I don't know, it's just a shame that the tournament that matters is the one where the tournament that matters is the one that I can't get a competitive team for, which is a shame. There's a lot more entrants and stuff, and it just sucks because like I came in third in the first LAN, second in the second LAN. I want to take first in the third LAN, but unfortunately, like my team had problems and we disbanded, and I'm like just taking a break. I don't know. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. This build is so fun, the swim speed, man. And the swim speed does help Zimi a lot. Wow, thank you. The swim speed does help Zimi because it actually does help the strafe. Because like the swim speed like gives you acceleration on your swim strafe, not just speed, which just straight up makes your strafe better. That seeker though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Try to get a little bit cheeky there. But yeah, that all being said, between if Tic Tac can go, like I'm still pretty confident because Tic Tac, Pixel, Mario, myself, we've all won our tournaments. We've all played with each other before. We're all good players. We're all like proven. It's yeah, I gotta go fast. I'm doing the is here, cat? Gosh, I just got sorry like that. Yeah, I'm doing Sanic Zimi, so it's all swim speed and run speed, nothing else. I just felt like doing like I saw the rotation, I was like, you know, it would be fun here, Sanic Zimi. I kind of want to throw in some ink resist. I think what I'll do is I'll continue this build. I plan on streaming an hour today because after an hour's up, I'm gonna go with my sister to pick up my mom some stuff for Mother's Day. So at the half-hour mark, I will slap on a version of this build that I think is actually optimal, where I'm going to replace a main of swim speed with ink resist and one of the subs of run speed with subsaver. The coffee's good, but for now, I want to stick with this because it's fun and it's just, I don't know, I'm having fun just say like, all right, I'm slapping on this like old ass meta, let's go. Sanic Zimi is fun. When I first started learning, it was with Sanic Zimi. And while I do not think that ink resist is needed on Zimi, I think that if you're going to run something like this, you should. Because, like, what's the point of all the swim speed if you get slowed down? Like, you're investing in it, so, like, protect your investment, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going, like, bomb range or special charge or special duration or quick response stealth jump and stuff like that, it's not, like, you play a certain way, whatever. Like, I don't know, it just seems like if you're using all that swim speed, you really should be kind of protecting the swim speed. Not that you really need ink resist, but it's just a smart way of doing it. That being said, you can totally go Sanic Zimi like this. Like, this works, and oh boy. Where'd this guy go? Yeah, he backed up. Let's get not killed here. Oh shit! That was a long-range weapon there. I'm gonna actually paint the base some because it's starting to get to a point where, in theory, we could just be in their base for a little bit. So I'm gonna just play turf war for a moment here. I think it's funny in the Japanese turf wars, they spend the first like 30 seconds to a minute of the game just painting their base perfectly, so that they'll win any close ties. Not even close ties, like they'll win anything that's not full map control really with all that extra paint. So it actually kind of makes turf war a little bit less boring because like there isn't like a big period that doesn't matter. Get out of here fast. Getting Boozler to challenge me. go. Ooh. I could have tap shotted him, maybe. Maybe. Hey, what's going on, Penguin? How you doing? Now there's more people here, I should probably say what I said earlier. If you look at the Twitch uploads thing, which I'm going to take down, I'm not going to leave that thing there because I think the Twitch uploads are kind of obnoxious and I don't want to bother people, but I do want to, for a couple days, leave up that update video on the Twitch updates just so that the people that actually do give a fuck can see it, and then the people that do care will see it right away, and then I can get rid of it to not annoy the people that don't care. But it's on my YouTube. It's a rant. It's on my YouTube though. But my new job gives me Fridays off in the summer because I work for a school. But I also have to go in earlier on the days that I do work, which means that I can't really do coffee streams. I want 1 and 4. I can't really do coffee streams anymore, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I get Fridays off, which is awesome. So I'm not going to be doing any more morning streams. I'm going to be doing stuff in the afternoons and nights, and I'm going to be doing stuff on weekends. But then what I'm going to do is I am going to I'm going to record commentary practice in private, and I'm going to take the stuff I like and upload it and release it in the morning. So people that like my morning stuff, people that watch my YouTube or whatever, because I always upload my coffees to YouTube after I do it. That kind of stuff will still be there for people that like to watch my stuff in the mornings, and hopefully it kind of fills the same kind of niche. And I don't like doing the commentary practice stuff publicly. I just don't. It's I don't know, it's awkward. I'm trying to like slowly think about stuff in practice, and I feel like I need to fill the air. And I don't know, it's just not the same as a tournament at all, and I don't like doing it live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that stuff in private and upload the stuff to make up for when I can't upload anymore in weekday mornings. So it should work out nicely. When Splat 2 comes out, I'm going to get an apartment at about the same time, at which point I'll be able to start playing I'll be able to start doing streams in the morning again, which is like awesome. And things will kind of go back to normal for Splat 2. But for Splat 1, no more coffee streams in the morning. At least not on weekdays. And I'll be doing stuff on weekends and weekday afternoons, but they're not necessarily going to be coffee. Like, I'll probably do a lot. I'll do probably coffee stuff on the weekend, but most of my streams are going to be scrims and just we chillin' videos and that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. Ooh! My rank? I'm like S plus something. I got 3 accounts. I think it's like, I don't know, S plus 80 something, S plus 50 something, and S plus 30 something. I just don't like to really do solo queue. I don't know, it's not fun. I like to chill and talk with chat. Sometimes I do solo queue stuff. It's just that I tend to, I don't know, like I feel like I get salty, or I have to try really hard not to get salty, and I don't think that's entertaining for anybody. If you want to go watch someone get salty, you go watch like Putz or one of those streamers that likes to put on a show of them getting mad. That may have been a little bit more of an answer than you were looking for, but that's my answer. I have 3 accounts because I like having an alt. I don't like playing solo queue on my main because I don't like people to know it's me. I kind of get like, I guess, like ladder anxiety. And then I made a 3rd account a while ago for some like weird purpose, and I just decided to play solo queue on that. And like if I play solo queue for long stretches, I start doing bad because I get salty. And that 3rd account, I'll just play that when I know I can only play for like 3 games, and that one stays really high up, like close to like 99 and stuff like that, because I don't like overdo it. And I just kind of got to the point where like, I kind of like having this really high level account. It makes me feel nice. So I just kind of play that one every once in a while when I know I can't play that much, and the rank just naturally stays up high. And then my other alternate account is what I play when I just don't like care, and I just want to play ranked, and I don't want to care about rank, and I'll just let my rank be whatever it is. And it's usually like the low S+. Oh my gosh. That was funny. But yeah, I don't know. It's just me. Like, some people enjoy solo queue, some people don't. And just for me, like, mentally, I don't really enjoy solo queue, and I've just kind of learned that it's best for me to just play on alt accounts and stuff. That's probably going to have to change when Splat 2 comes out because of gear. Unless you can unless you can permanently... If I unlock stuff on my alt... Like, if I unlock stuff on my alt and slap it on an amiibo, if I can permanently copy that to my main, I might just have my alt account... Oh, it's some guy DC, that sucks. I might have some guy... I might have a second account where I try to unlock gear and stuff like that and play a lot of solo queue or whatever. And then normally I'll just play just regular like squads and turf war and stuff, and I'll be naturally getting gear on both accounts. Or I don't know. It might not be smart to do that because it might spread out my money too thin. But we'll see. Or I might just keep it all in my main and just not care about rank and solo queue. I might just have to mentally overcome the not fun. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, I'm going to switch. This is about the halfway mark. So I'm going to switch to this version of the build, which I think is better. So I was just doing all swim speed and run speed 50-50. Now I cut off a swim speed for ink resist, and I cut out one sub a run speed for that sub a sub saver so that I can throw 2 disruptors and still have some ink that can make a big difference. It allows you to do certain maneuvers that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So we're going to go head back in with this version of the build. I think this is going to be better on Blank Belly. Yeah, I would like to have an alt for solo queue and main for scrims and stuff. It's just that it depends on how gear ends up working out in Splat 2, because there's going to be no more... that guy's name's fuck. There's going to be no Splat hacks anymore or anything like that. Which means that me playing public games and getting money from it is going to matter. And if me splitting my time up to an alt and a main is going to make it harder for me to get gear. What's up, DJ? If splitting my accounts into 2 is going to make it harder to get gear, like, even if you can use an amiibo to permanently unlock stuff, I would rather just me go through some sort of, like, mental transformation to not get salty at solo queue anymore, suck it up, go through some self-improvement, and just get gear, because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I can't get gear. Like, that sucks. There we go. I had a feeling that guy was going to rush someone, so I just bubbled him. He was just... I don't know. He was looking like there was a guy there. Yeah, this guy's in our base. No? Oh shit. You still get money from squads, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe maybe it just like it depends. It really depends. Like, I don't. It depends on how the numbers crunch and how exactly it works. Because if I can also just unlock stuff freely, and actually unlocking stuff doesn't cost a lot of money. Like, I know it costs 50k, but like, who knows how much money I'll be making, and maybe money will be so easy to come by that. Oh, this is bad. Maybe money's just so easy to come by that I can just play on my main, and I can copy my sets that I like to amiibo, and just play on my alt. DM's Discord? I'm not looking at Discord right now, sorry. I have streamer mode on, but I think it'll still give me a red thing if people message me. I don't know, I don't see anything. But yeah, see, this is still pretty fast. I think that this is probably, unfortunately, one of the few maps where this is actually really viable on compared to... Oh, boy! Compared to, Special Duration, or Bomb Range, or Special Charge, or Quick Respawn Stealth Jump, but it's so good on this map, because, like, you don't need Quick Respawn as much, and you don't need Stealth Jump as much on this map in general because of how easy it is to get back to the action, and being able to use Swim Speed to get around really fast is nice. And to be able to win these firefights out, like, these kind of, these brute force firefights out in the center, can be, like, kind of important. And you don't really need Bomb Range that much. And I don't even know how much duration really helps you, because there's just so much surface area that, like, a duration bubble really doesn't do anything. Nice teammate. We could have died there, actually. That was a little bit bad positioning by me in case that guy got his Zuka shot off. Because I think that was just the guy's bad. Like, he didn't pull the trigger fast enough. Considering how latency works, I don't think that, That worked out. Worked out. Yeah, I'm gonna check Discord DMs. No, I don't see any DMs on Discord. Maybe there's a fake me. Maybe Tom Taylor's decided to to impersonate me. That was a fun one. Learning Zimi, playing sport in general. So, yeah, I can real quick go into training mode real quick to show you. I actually bring up my original build. What the fuck was my original build? My original build was so random. It was, It was something really random. Well, it wasn't really random. I did it for a reason, but I'm gonna say it looked. It looked sort of like this, but with an extra sub of swim speed. But that's not what I'm gonna show you. So I'll just put on, I guess, like a standard Zimi build. So let's throw on something standard, just for the fuck of it. I think this is pretty standard. Some people might want to put a little special charge in there. I think that's a stupid idea. Just do more run speed. If you're going to do special charge, do a lot of special charge or no special charge. The people that throw on like 3 subs, I'm really convinced it's just Japanese players that don't gear edit that see the special charge and think it's a good idea. Don't fucking do it. It does nothing. It's like a fraction of a charge of ink that you're not going to use right away anyway, and you'll get it just as fast by spreading your ink out with more run speed or comeback or something. But yeah, let's real quick go into the training range. So, and this is for Zimi, but also for Splatlings in general. So the way people use Zimi when they first start out is they do this. And this is how they get into fights. They kind of like use like run speed. They probably put on more run speed than this. They put on like 4 mains or something like that. And this is how they fight. And this is bad. Like, don't do this. This is really bad. What you want to be doing instead is you pretty much want to move like you're using a shooter. You want to learn how to swim strafe with these things. So in the end, it'll look like this. You know what I mean? You'll be kind of moving around. If you're better than me, you'll actually be hitting the dummies. But yeah, you swim around. You don't just keep you don't keep using your run speed. Like, the Zimi has good run speed, and the run speed helps you deal with having the charge. But that doesn't mean that run speed's abusable. You know what I mean? Like, you're making up for a weakness with the run speed. You can make it a strength, definitely, by adding run speed into your strafe and stuff like that. But that's not what it's about. So the way you do this is a little tricky, because if we use like a regular weapon, I can hold down the left trigger. This here, so I can. Sorry, I'm gonna try to do this. So I can hold down the left trigger. Where's the left trigger? Oh, pull back. Yeah, I can hold down the left trigger and swim around. Let's actually paint this a little bit more, just for the sake of me holding the controller all stupid. You can hold down the left trigger, and you can swim around, and you can hit the right trigger whenever you want to shoot. And this works. And this is how you move with like Tenatech and stuff. You just swim around, and you hit the trigger when you want to, and that's your movement. You maybe do like some sub-strafing or something, but yeah, like this is how it looks. If you try that with a Splatling, it doesn't work. I'm holding down the left trigger, I hit the right trigger, and one bullet comes out, and I start swimming again. So what you have to do is you have to let go of the left trigger whenever you want to shoot. You can't just hold down the left trigger and hit the right trigger. You have to let go of the left trigger. And there's a pattern that you can have with your hands to help you do that. So what you'll do is you're swimming around, you're holding down the left trigger. You hold down the right trigger to start charging. You let go of the left trigger. Then you let go of the right trigger. Then you hit left. So it's you can do this pattern where you can practice, where you can go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and you do this kind of wave with your hand, with your fingers, where you press both the buttons, then you release both the buttons from left to right. It sounds a little weird, but if you just go into training mode and try it, so let's do it. Hold, release, release, hold, release, release, hold, release, release, and you can do this to move around. And once you get this muscle memory down, you're going to be better than most people trying to play this gun at first, because it's not intuitive. If you are used to playing shooters, you probably don't move like that. And you have to with this gun. And learning that little bit of muscle memory and understanding that you can't shoot and hold the left trigger down at the same time is going to do a lot of stuff for you. And then there's also some other techniques that you can do. You can do sub strafing, where you hold down the sub button and tap the swim button to switch directions. So if someone throws like a splat bomb and you're swimming, normally you have to like stop and slow down some way and you'll die. With sub strafing, you can just instantly change directions. You can do that dodge. Like earlier, there was a Kraken chasing me, and Raise the Kraken ended. I just sub strafe in a random direction and punished him, so he didn't really like see where I went. So there's that. And for being like a support player, so like I think because you asked me what about this works at any splatling. Yeah, let's real quick bring up heavy. Works the same way. Every splatling works the same way. You swim around, you shoot. It's always the same. And also, like, something I don't do enough with Zimi because I feel like I can get away with charges, but you can tap shot to finish kills. Like, if you get, like, a bunch of damage in, you can just tap shot for the last one. I've gotten a lot of, especially with heavy. I think that's more of a heavy thing than a Zimi thing. But don't be afraid if you know that you got a bunch of hit markers and the guy's almost dead. Don't be afraid to just do this real quick for the last kill, but only if you know you hit him a bunch. I don't know, it'll work. But to being a support player, so being a support, like a lot of people hear the word support and they think of like MOBAs because that's what happens to be popular right now. And support in that game means something different than it traditionally does in shooters. It's not like a class that you pick or a character that you pick. It's a play style. You can play support with like any weapon. It's just that in Splatoon, some weapons are better for that play style than others, but it doesn't mean that you have to play them. And playing support means that you're doing whatever you possibly can to to increase your team's chances of winning, and to decrease your opponent's chances of winning. That can just mean something as simple as just having good positioning, and long-range weapons can do this. That paintwell can do this really nicely because you just having good positioning and painting and making it so that enemies are going to have a tough time fighting your team because of the paint, because of hitboxes that you're putting out, like after the disruptors and stuff, while also like being like a safe spawn. So if enemies try to push on your team, they're going to have trouble because you're painting so much and you're kind of like holding like the backbone of the team together. And if your team tries to push, they're going to have an easier time because you're putting hitboxes on them and you're pressuring them and you're painting and you have more options, etc. But also if something goes wrong and your team dies, or like they don't watch the objective, like you can be there to be a safe spawn, or you can be there to play the objective and stuff like that. And I guess like what separates supporting and slaying is that support players are trying to do like whatever they possibly can to help the team win, while slayers are more primarily focused on getting kills. Yeah, I think all the heavies are good for supporting. Because like the heavy deco, for example, like you might think that it's the least supportive one. I mean, I guess like the point sensors make it sound like it can support, but with heavy deco, you're in the back lines, you're painting a lot. You're doing the normal stuff where you're putting suppressive fire on people, but you can also be aggressive with the heavy. Like just because it's a heavy doesn't mean that you can't go in with it. Like you can definitely get aggressive with this thing. You shouldn't be doing it all the time, but like as long as you have some way to mask your charge, you can really punish people. And you can like position yourself like right outside of people's ranges, and you just punish them with shots. Like especially put a little bit of damage on this thing. 3 subs is like really nice. It makes your fall off damage do a lot more, and stuff like that. But the thing is, like with heavy, you can do all this long range stuff. You do all this long range stuff. And when a push comes, you have the special duration Kraken, and you just swim in front of everybody and like lead the charge. And you have all the special durations so it lasts longer. And then you pull away at the last second, get behind cover, and then go back to like painting all the area that your team got, or finishing off a kill or whatever. It's just really nice because you get to do these burst pushes. Vanilla Heavy's sort of the same way, but instead of you having Kraken to push with, you have walls that you can position yourself aggressively with, and you run a lot of ink recovery with Vanilla Heavy to be able to get walls whenever you want them. And your special is more like you use it from the back line, where like you're supporting, you're using walls to position yourself really aggressively. You can make aggressive pushes, you can fight snipers like that and stuff, etc., etc. And once your team pushes past the point where you can really help them, you just drop an ink strike on wherever they're trying to push. It's really clean. But yeah, the support role, I guess you could say that the support role takes the broadest. You're trying to get the most widest range of advantages that help your team and hurt the enemy team that may or may not include fighting. Like, support players need to be able to slay when they have to. Like, support players need to be stable, and when there's an opportunity for them to get kills, or they need to get kills for the team to be in a good position, they should be able to go in and get the kills and look like a slayer. Like, if I give you a clip of a support player going for kills, you shouldn't be able to tell, oh, that's a support player because he's playing differently. Like, no, you don't play any differently. You still slay as a support player. It's just that you're more often going to be providing your teammates opportunities to be aggressive, and you're going to more often be covering bases that aren't just killing, whereas like slayers are the opposite, where their builds and their playstyles and their positioning is intended to get kills first and then pave the way for the rest of the team to be able to push the objective and win, etc. But when they have to support, when they have to play objective, etc., they do it, and you can't look at them playing the objective and go, oh, well, that's actually a slayer. You understand what I'm saying? It's just everybody can't do the exact same thing. So it's like one player is more likely to do certain types of supportive actions, if that makes sense, but not necessarily. Yeah, it's sort of like a switch that you turn on and off. Like, in practice, it's really much more fluid than that. It's just that, like I said, like, not everybody can do the same thing at the same time. So like, when you both have to do different things, one person's more likely to do a certain kind of thing than others. I think a good way also to put it is like a lot of my views on the way support play works is based on Halo, which has way different mechanics in this game. Like, everybody has like a splatter shot pro with leader range, pretty much. So you can shoot at anybody from anywhere, and then the other weapons have like strengths at different ranges and situations and stuff. And you have a lot more health. So the way like support tends to work in Halo is actually kind of different, because the support player is like aggressive. They reveal themselves a lot. They're constantly poking out from behind cover and like trading bullets with somebody, and then they back off, and then a teammate shows up and finishes the kill, where the teammate has has like full shields and full health, and the person that I just weakened is really weak. So if they start shooting each other, the person that got weakened first is just going to lose. Like, that's kind of the way Halo works. It doesn't work the same way in Splatoon, but there's a lot of similarities in the support player can also be like more aggressive without going all the way in. You can be aggressive, you can push, you can paint, you can like put pressure, but the person that actually runs up and gets the kill might not be you. It doesn't work the same as in Halo, because like, you know, like the health is way different, but if that puts the kind of difference in your head, hopefully that kind of illustrates what I'm trying to say. That you kind of open yourself up to a wider spectrum of things that make you win than just killing. Whereas the Slayer wants to kill as much as possible, but can also revert to doing supportive stuff when they have to. And like the end result is just it's just more like playstyle kind of thing. And I think that Dynamo is actually the weapon that you want to play. Like, if you just want to play support in Splatoon, I think Dynamo is the best weapon to do it with. It's not necessarily easy to use. It's not as easy as it seems, especially after all the nerfs and stuff like that. But it's the weapon that's most effective at just sitting there and painting and going for that kind of stuff. You just sit there and paint, you sit there and paint, you sit there and paint, you play objective. That is a good weapon to try. I think Heavy Splatling is also good. Heavy Splatling is a lot harder to learn. Another weapon that I think is actually really good to try learning with is Vanilla Splash. Put a lot of ink recovery or Sub-Saver on, and some bomb range, and maybe stealth jump or a little bit of run speed, depending on the map, and you just throw bombs and paint all game, and you get so many bomb rushes, it is ridiculous. And it's ridiculous. Like, you just paint so much, and I think that weapon's not good on all maps. I think there's a lot of maps where that weapon's gonna struggle on, because it'll be forced to slay at ranges it doesn't like too much, as opposed to being able to do all close range stuff like it wants to. But Vanilla Splash definitely is a good support player's weapon. And see how I said support player's weapon instead of support weapon? It's just you want to get your mindset out of you want to get your mindset out of thinking that, like, oh, this is a support weapon, so I'm gonna like play like this arbitrary character from League of Legends or something like that. You're looking for weapons that are good for a support player, as opposed to weapons that are support weapons, if that makes sense. So you're like playstyle matching, I suppose. And my playstyle with like the bomb range and all that stuff typically stems from my Halo background, because in Halo I like to like pester people at long ranges to open up opportunities for my teammates. But I also like the first-person shooter fundamentals of like moving and shooting and slaying and stuff like that, because that stuff's in Halo as well. Because in Halo there are no classes; everybody uses the exact same weapon. So maybe that paints a good picture, where everybody has the exact same weapon in Halo. There's no loadouts, there's no gear, there's no weapon choices, there's no subs that are different or anything like that. You just start out with some stuff and you pick up other things on the map, and despite the fact that everybody's exactly the same and there's no loadouts or anything like that, people still have the Slayer playstyles and the support player playstyles. So the fact that the support player, Slayer player, like kind of split still exists when everybody's running the same weapon, hopefully paints a picture. I thought that was a fucking... Was there a beacon there? I don't know. But yeah, hopefully the fact that in a game where everybody's the same still has support and slaying should let you know that that is a playstyle thing and not a weapon selection thing. And this lobby is mean. But yeah. And again, like... You know, when you need to slay in Halo, you slay in Halo. Like, support players don't... I guess the best... The final definition I want to give is that, like, that whole thing about a support player tries to do everything that they can to make their team win and the enemy team lose. That doesn't necessarily involve combat. Or it doesn't necessarily... Not combat. That doesn't necessarily involve killing. But you don't avoid killing. I think that's the thing. Because, like, if you think about, like, MOBAs and stuff like that... a lot of those support characters don't actually, like, kill. No, that person was there until, like, the very end. Oh, never mind, there was another NZ, whatever. But yeah, like in MOBAs, those support characters don't actually go, like, really kill that much. Like, some of them do. But for the most part, they're not getting the kills. They're doing buffs and debuffs and stuff like that. Whereas, like, from a shooter perspective, those support players still kill just the same as everybody else. And yeah, your playstyle determines your weapon, not the other way around. Yeah, exactly. The only weapons that I think, break that rule in Splatoon are Donald Trump, Dynamo, Heavy, and maybe Vanilla Splash. I really can't think of anything else, because there's like a lot of weapons that like, oh, like the Rapid Blaster's a support weapon, or like this weapon's a support weapon, but it's like, no, like you have to be getting kills at Rapid Blaster, and you have to be like putting those hitboxes on people. Like Dual Squelcher, like you have to be like like a lot of times people use the word support to justify someone not being good at the game and not being able to get kills, or they use it to justify a weapon being bad. Oh, this weapon's bad, but it can still support really well. Like, no, that's not how it works. The reason Dynamo and Zimi are the good support weapon, and also like Heavy are the good support weapon in this game, as well as a few others, is because they can get the kills. Like, they're threatening. Like, do you see a Zimi and think, oh man, that thing won't be able to kill me, I can just do whatever I want? Like, no, Zimi's gonna murder your ass. It's got bubble, it can move really fast. Like, especially like good Zimmies like myself that have the movement needed to, oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh, I fell. This is sketchy. Ah! Alright, good. Like, yeah, there you go. See, like, I can still do stuff like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bubble, please, bubble, please. What is happening? I have swim speed, run. That was funny. Oh, that, see, alright. If he had the sub saver, he would have been able to kill me. Because he didn't have any sub-saver, we disrupted each other. He threw his disruptor first. Now he's out of ink. I can just kill him. That's why a sub-saver is good. Like, I mean, among other reasons, but that, like, I would have died if he had the right build. It's totally worth it. Being able to throw 2 disruptors and keep fighting is worth it. Being able to survive in situations like that is totally worth it. Like, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Vanilla Jet's a bad weapon overall, and honestly, the difference between the Vanilla Jet and the Vanilla Heavy is painting power. Like, I know that people are like, yeah, but Jet can still, like, it can still paint, like, it has range, but it doesn't. The Jet's actual paint output. Oh boy. The Jet's actual paint output is in the Jet's actual, like, paint output, how well it paints compared to its range, is proportional. Like, an Aerospray paints super well up close. A 96 paints a Jet paints, like, horribly. But weapons like Nozzle Nose and Zimi and Heavy and, like, Splash, they paint better than they're supposed to at their ranges. Heavy paints better than it's supposed to at its range. Hydra paints as well as it's supposed to as its range. Heavy paints better. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the difference between Vanilla Heavy and Vanilla Jet, is that Vanilla Jet does not paint disproportionately well. It paints well, it doesn't paint disproportionately well. And that's the difference. Kind of off tangent there, but yeah. I think Vanilla Jet's actually really good on Hammerhead. A shitload of run speed on Vanilla Jet is actually good on Hammerhead. Zones. On Hammerhead zones. It paints the zone really well. It can do stuff that the Splatlinks can't do because it can, like, really aggressively position itself up on the grates and move back and forth and just shoot at its leisure. Normally when you're talking about swimming around and being in paint and stuff like that, if a Heavy's good, he can move and kill just about as fast as a Vanilla Jet. Everything's fine. But Vanilla Jet on Hammerhead's, like, different because it can shoot and stop shooting whenever it wants to. Like, the Heavy has to, like, charge and it can't swim around. So it's just the Vanilla Heavy's not bad. It's just that Vanilla Jet actually is useful. It's like, it's probably its best mode aside from maybe port zones, because Heavy and bento and all that kind of stuff, like, there's not a big surface area to paint on port. You're either painting down the lanes or you're not, and it really doesn't matter how good you are at doing it. It just matters, like, your range and if you have, like, a wall or not, or you have something else to deal with, you know, the narrowness of those stuff. And Vanilla Jet's pretty decent at that, man. Like, and also Vanilla Jet, Vanilla Heavy, in port zones, they can, if you're locked out, you can just ink strike the enemy zone, and it buys you so much time, and they have to have someone go back to paint it, and it's pretty decent. And yeah, so it's about an hour. I started streaming a little bit later than I wanted to, so I'm gonna head out with my sister. We're gonna buy my mom stuff, some stuff for Mother's Day. This is a fun stream. Hopefully the Sanic Zimi stuff was fun. Also, I think you could probably just tell the difference from watching that putting ink resist and having the sub saver on this instead of full swim and run speed is just straight up better, and it's pretty damn good on Kelp. I think that the all swim and run speed. Happy Mother's Day. I'll tell her. I think that the all swim and all run speed was really fun to learn this weapon with back in the day, but it's just not optimal. I mean, I don't think it's optimal in anything anymore, except for maybe Remix or Heavy in general can go the all swim all run speed, just not Deco. Deco needs, like, special duration and shit. But yeah, this is really fun. Sanic Zimi's fun, and I guess just to end it on talking a little bit more about Sanic Zimi. When I first started learning Zimi, I got one of my alternate accounts. My third account, you know, we were talking about I have three accounts. Haha. What I did that. I took my third account, brand new account, and I picked Zimi, and I slapped 2 mains of run. This is before gear editing. I slapped 2 mains of run speed and 1 main of swim speed on it, and I just and I unlocked some slots on it, and I actually ended up getting some pretty lucky rolls. I got mostly run and swim speed, and I ended up getting, like, a little bit of bomb range. And I just went from C-0 up to S+. And I started, because, like, I was at work one day, and I was thinking, like, I was telling you guys about that hand motion that I was talking about. earlier with Splatlings, I thought about that hand motion at work, and I was like, I think that'll actually work. I think you can like actually move really well with the Splatlings if you move like that. And I went into training mode. I practiced it for like 5 minutes. I was like, I can totally do this. I fired up my alt C-0, whatever. Slapped on 3 mains, whatever. The 2 mains of run and 1 main of swim, and I just got S+ with it. And then I practiced for a little bit. And by the time I had gotten S+, like I had the movement down. Like it was good. Like I was on a roll. And then on my main account, my build, this is like when before Cold-Blooded got nerfed and stuff like that, like this is a while back, I put on Cold-Blooded, a main of Bomb Range, and the rest of it was all run and swim. And I eventually fit in a sub saver on there. And that was what I played with an Ink Cage. I don't know if you guys remember Ink Cage. That was when that was the EXT's like first tournament. Like, they destroyed us. They beat us so bad that we got flustered and lost to Squid's Kids, and then we disbanded. Well, we were probably going to disband anyway because we had a really bad Ludi season, and that was kind of like our redemption. And we didn't make it into ESPL like that. But but despite all that, we actually played really good, and the matches are really close. And I think I played awesome versus EXT. With that build, I remember like specifically on port, I was like all over the place, and I was disrupting everybody. I was getting bubbles, and I was moving, and I was out slaying people, and like it was awesome. And since then, I've learned a lot more about Zimi, like just substrafing, way just more refined movement in general. Different things like I said, substrafing, like ledge snapping. Ninja swimming is good too. That's when you tap the stick to move in ink, so you don't make any ripples. It's almost as fast as having Ninja Squid. And just, I don't know, I've gotten a lot better at Zimi since then, but like it's pretty much all movement, honestly. Like just learning Zimi is 100% movement. No, that was on Cyberbullies, Swampert. That was Cyberbullies. That was before Komodo. After Cyberbullies broke up, I joined Team Paradise, and then that broke up, like right as I joined it, and then after that, someone's being loud. Right after that, well, not right after that, I kind of took a little bit of a break, and I started like trying to get some squads and scrims with teams and stuff like that. And then I eventually ended up joining Komodo, and then a couple months later that like stopped working out, and then we formed Strange Approach, and then that broke up recently. I've taken the longest break I've ever taken, and I'm starting to get back into competitive again, and that's where we are now. And that's a little bit longer than I wanted to because now I've gone over an hour. Everything breaks up at Hitzel, yeah. But yeah, my mom's in the other room. I don't know if you can hear her because of the snowball, but I can't get on her case for being loud while I'm streaming because it's Mother's Day and she can't do anything wrong on Mother's Day. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's find someone to host because auto hosting is for chumps. Auto hosting, yuck. And bits hype. Oh, all right. So it looks like Kiver just got his bits running and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and host Kiver. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you later.